take into consideration this morning as you sit here and think. All right? And that is this. And we're talking about relational conflict and mastering relational conflict. How many of you over here, by the show of hands, you ever wanted somebody in your life, you wanted that person to change? Just show me your hands. Maybe it was your child, your mother, your dad, your uncle, your auntie. You're like, if that person can change, my whole life will change.
Yeah.
Well, here's something that you want to think about moving forward. If everybody always treated you the way you wanted to be treated, if everybody always said to you what you wanted to hear, if everybody was always nice to you, if everybody always clapped their hands at you, you would not be the person you are today. And here's the good news. If you don't like the person that you are today, the good news is you can change. Because sometimes we want other people to change, but what if you are supposed to change? Because when you change, things change. Because when you change, you see things differently. And when you see things differently, you approach things differently. And when you approach things differently, you'll end up achieving different results moving forward. Okay? So what are you becoming? That is the question. Because God has put a spiritual law, if I could use that word, He put it in place. No policy in government can change this. And the law is this. Whatever you sow, you are going to reap. So if you don't like what you are reaping, good news, you can change that. So for example, if I put a mango seed into the ground and I reap an apple, I should be shocked. It's the same within life as well. If I put hatred into the ground, I'm going to reap that. So if you don't like what you are reaping, good news is you can change that. By changing what you put into the ground. Okay, so here's 3 things which I know I've mentioned them to you before, but there's a cool saying that says repetition is the mother of learning. Repetition is very important. Like for example, how many of you don't have to raise your hands, but how many of you have ever watched a movie the one time and you saw something, and then you watched it a second time and you saw something completely different? So even, are you raising your hand?
Yeah.
By the way, here's some good news. Yesterday, my lovely wife and I, on the 16th of Feb 2020, I asked her to be my girlfriend. So yesterday was 2 years. Yeah, it's always nice when she says yes. Imagine she said no. It would have been a terrible experience. So I'm thankful she said yes. And I was telling her in the car on the way here, I feel like I've fallen in love with her all over again. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Jesus. No, honestly, listen, I believe I got the most beautiful woman on the planet. Most beautiful woman. And she gave me a second chance, third chance, fourth chance, so many chances. Don't know my way.